Yeah. And you get count it down. Count it down.
Huh?
Count it down.
Count it down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 3, 2, 1. Val here. No. Okay. Hang on.
Okay. Good call.
Hello, friends, and welcome again to Talking Threesome. I'm Steph.
I'm Mary.
I'm Liz. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Episode 5 coming at ya.
Doesn't feel like 5.
What does it feel like?
3.
3?
I like it.
3. Yes.
Well, we missed a week, but that's okay.
Yeah, that feels fun. A little funny. So, what do we have this week?
You want to do updates first? Where
Sure.
we get into
Yeah,
new
go right
topics?
ahead.
Update?
Update. Good. Semaglutide compound working, I think. Not feeling any side effects or anything like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
Good.
week, I guess this
3?
this is gotta be week 6 if we're on episode 5 and we skipped a week. So I have to do the math.
Oh, that's
Yes,
right.
yes.
That's right. Because you started right after our first episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So
Oh, I did have a question
Oh.
from a listener that asked, maybe everyone doesn't know what semaglutide is.
Yes.
And so, brief description of what it is.
So it's an active ingredient in some things like Ozempic and Wegovy that have been used both for some versions of type 2 diabetes, but also in weight loss. And this is it's a compound that I particularly have, which has that ingredient, so semaglutide. Which is FDA approved and all of that good stuff, along with B12, and then just a smidge of dopamine.
Gives you a
So-
little pump of happy.
It does give me a little, I'm going to call it a dose of leveling, because
Oh,
I'm
that's
not
good.
quite happy yet. Chat with me post 7/1. I feel like I tell this to everybody every day of my life. That's when the rainbows and the sunshine come out in my world, only for like 32 days. But then you got to prepare for January 1. But yes, right now there's no happy.
Yes. Pre 7/1. So it's
Pre-7/1.
for non-insurance people, when we say 7/1, we mean July 1st, because we're both in the insurance business, and July 1st is a heavy renewal date. So
Yes. And it is the number 1 date in healthcare liability, which is where I specialize. So, yeah, about 80% renew in that
So you
period.
need to think about it. So 7/1, July 1st falls around a holiday.
Yeah.
January 1st falls on a holiday.
know.
So it's just
Holiday.
what's a holiday?
January 1st.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's a
so
bank holiday.
So it made. Why does the insurance industry choose renewal dates around holidays? But we'll never know that.
I don't know. The January
important.
1 is the fiscal date for most nonprofits.
There
so
you go.
they're 630s,
Okay.
and so they align their financials. But
Okay.
yeah, beyond that, I don't know. They just like to see how much gray hair they can create.
Yes, every year.
Every year, we're consistent.
I don't have. We've talked about the Desk Buddy.
Nothing new?
Nothing. We're gonna. I don't want to say dead the Desk Buddy, but we're gonna. I don't have an update.
Allow it to find
fade
every-
off in the sunset when I buy it
It's
again.
done.
You know, 2 reams of paper would probably get me to the same height that were not $71. So, because I do, if those of you that heard the past podcast, it's the perfect height for video calls whenever I put my iPad on it. That I could probably get there other ways, but that's what it's being used for now. So,
Yeah.
it's an expensive height tool.
Get her.
With the calculator.
With a
And a home for sticky notes.
That's right. Well, because
It's a
I
home.
still
Right.
today
'Cause you're
I was
still
on a
writing.
call
I
today.
knew it. I knew
It has become. Well, this is sitting on it, number 1, and so today I'm on an action item call, and there I go reaching, and I think of you guys every time I reach for those sticky notes. So, all right.
Any updates on your side?
No, I think no updates.
Okay.
I just wanted to report, I believe a listener might have was asking about the Spanx thong.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. So I did.
or an iterative of it.
Yes. So I
yes.
purchased a generic brand,
Yeah.
and I've only worn it once, and I did like. I would buy another pair.
Oh, okay.
I seen at the store another. I didn't know that these things existed, so I do like the one I bought, and I don't know if the Spanx have it either, but it seemed like they all had. I mean, it doesn't sound very comfortable, but like not a rod, but something.
Piping of sorts, like stitching.
It's something
underwire,
in
like an
there.
underwire?
Yes,
Oh.
that's in there that goes this way. So yeah, I mean, it definitely.
So like a waist shaper? Is it coming up here? Okay,
Yes,
I'm with you now.
yes.
Okay.
And some of them come up rather high, apparently, but
Yep.
this one did not. It's just but a waist shaper. Yeah, I would definitely
So
wear them again. I wore them
more coverage here and no coverage in the back.
Right.
'Cause
They're
it's
Yeah,
long.
so no panty line, but still pulling you together.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
I like it.
And I wore them with my white pants, my white
Tapada.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tapada pants. So
Okay,
yeah, they were it worked good. So I would suggest I would get them. Now would you spend the money? I think the Spanx ones I think were $25 or something.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
got these for $10. I did see a different pair at the store. I think they were like, I don't know. I have no idea how much they were. But
Okay. Well, that's cool.
But,
That's good
yeah,
to know.
Yeah, I would get them.
I like
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
So thumbs
try 'em.
up.
Try 'em.
Thumbs up. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So I think one of our bigger topics to talk about is the cheese plate. Charcuterie. I know I pronounced
You
it
got it
wrong.
right. No, that's
Charcuterie
right.
board, wine pairing, and barbecue
Yes.
with wine pairing.
We can do that.
Which I like both. I like to know about both. So I'll take notes. Where are we at?
Okay, so I had, and I might post it out there in
should.
posting land, a picture of what inspired the breakdown of the cheese plate topic. It was my dinner last night. You will see it is not a charcuterie board. It was a cheese plate on a paper plate, so with some sausage on it. So anyway, so I was thinking about this and I thought, oh, you know what? First of all, this whole cheese plate phenomenon has really taken off. I would say in the last 5 years. Before then, it was like cheese and crackers. It was like that was what you put out. Like if you didn't want to put any effort towards an appetizer, you put some cheese and crackers out, and then it turned into this whole thing, and there's classes on how to put it together. But I'd always wanted to know, how do you pronounce the fancy name that everybody likes to call it without, and kind of seeing like you're sophisticated without saying a cheese plate. So first of all, how you pronounce it is char. It's S-H-A-R. It's not the way you spell it. Pronounce it. S-H-A-R. Char. K-O-O, tree, T-R-E-E. So charcuterie.
For all those people that don't know, Mary was a teacher for middle school kiddos. Now, history, not English, but hence the very detailed explanation of pronunciation right there.
I think I would have thrown another syllable in there.
Charcuterie.
I used to say
Charcuterie.
charcuterie, and
Yeah.
I was like that cooterie, and so
Okay.
charcuterie, 3 syllables. So keep saying it to yourself, and then you'll say it 5 times out loud, and you'll remember it forever. That was another teacher skill. So besides the pronunciation, crackers are no crackers. I've seen them made both ways. I tend to
I
be.
think you need crackers.
You say yes on crackers.
Yeah.
So are you an eater of the cracker, or do you just like to see
Sometimes.
them on there?
I think men need crackers.
Cracker, no cracker.
So you guys both know I'm passionate about these, and it's like my favorite thing to make. And then
Makes really good ones.
and a grazing table on top of it, kind of the next iteration of charcuterie boards. So I like crackers for two reasons, and you both hit on them. I like them for the presentation and because gentlemen will enjoy them. They need a carbohydrate, not, totally saying everybody does, but they do enjoy that with their sausage or their meat that might be on that board. And so I put them out there for that reason.
I don't think they would know what to do.
Right.
With that, they would be looking for foundation.
Yes.
For something.
Could make
somewhere
it
to
look
put
like a
their cheese
sandwich,
or meat.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a proponent of them. Not necessarily a consumer. I like the wafers. They're a little lighter than a cracker. I like that rice cracker stuff
Yeah,
a
like a
lot.
water cracker.
Yeah, like a water cracker, something like that. But the other ones, the other crackers, I tend to put out there just for everyone else and enjoy those separately.
And I would say if you're serving a charcuterie platter, your crackers should not be the star of the plate.
Absolutely.
So that's the reason why we're talking about water crackers. You should have crackers really not have any flavor. If you are putting your money in good cheese, good sausage, good wine,
Jellies,
jelly,
great.
mustards,
Yes.
relish, pickles, all that good stuff. So you don't really want the cracker to be a star.
Yes.
Then my next breakdown of the cheese plate was, and you'll understand this when you see the picture. So I had like wheat thin, a cheese curd that I cut in half, and then a little mini sausage. So getting that cheese curd and the sausage on the cracker to actually stay on there to get to my mouth, because they kept falling off all the time because they weren't flat. The cheese curds, if you know cheese
Right.
curds, like curds of cheese. So I was so aggravated because I was like, it all needs to go in my mouth at the same time because that's how it tastes best. So then I was thinking, okay, this is not working. So let's try to eat the cracker with the cheese and then the sausage all in my mouth at the same time, but not all in the same bite. Did not work. No, did not taste as well.
Okay.
You could always, although you probably still wouldn't get it all in one bite, you could always take cute little skewers or toothpicks and turn them into something, and maybe get two of the three. You never know.
That's
But I like
Good idea.
I like the pain that you're sharing because I'm certain people have had things roll off their cracker.
Now, the last bullet point was where we get into the wine pairings.
Yes.
This is the crazy one. You guys are going to say, this girl is crazy. No matter what, I always seem to end with the right amount of everything left. I always end.
Okay.
So, and I don't plan it. I cut everything up. I put them in little, and again, you'll have to see the picture to see. It's very random. I just throw stuff on a plate, but it's very important that I end with not an extra cheese and but I don't know how that happens.
But as you're eating it, are you?
I think I'm
Navigating
subconsciously thinking, "Ooh, I might be
I might have to have
heavy."
two of those.
Yeah. Because I'm not going to end up with the right even one pickle, one cashew, one cheese curd, one sausage, one cracker.
Yeah.
So anyway, this was I was by myself last night at the lake and had no one to talk to but the cats, and thought about I broke down the cheese plate. So I'm gonna turn over the wine pairings to the Lake St. Louis wine lady,
Oh, thanks.
who is a wine connoisseur.
Lake life is the best life. I'm supporting our lakes.
Lake life is the best life. So let's talk about wine pairings. Summer, winter, what you're thinking.
So first of all, and somebody might squint their eyes or roll, squint their nose, whatever the saying is. I'm a proponent of you can drink any wine that you enjoy all year round, and I think if you do that, one, it also will encourage your palate to try different things. So white wine you can certainly drink in the winter, and there are the right ways to pair it. And the whole rosé all day thing, the reason that came to be is because they were pushing rosé, and red wine, as you can see in mid-June, is here in my glass, and that's simply because that's really what I was feeling this evening, and it sort of made sense with our smorgasbord of snacks up front. But So to stay a little bit on point, because I suffer with that, wine pairing for the summer, I thought we would chat, maybe think about barbecue food, 4th of July is
I like it.
a little bit away. And ladies join in on this because I think we all love to grill. We all do different things, but chicken and fish, I think are pretty common on the grill, and we can certainly go, beef and pork as well. But if you're thinking about just grilling some chicken, think about your Sauv Blancs, something that's, again, white, refreshing, chilled. Always, there's fans of Riesling out there, and not all Rieslings are super sweet. So, I struggle with Riesling personally, but there are some that, particularly if you look at those that have like a lower sugar content or not adding sugar during the wine process, and you're simply allowing the grapes to ferment, it won't be as sweet maybe, although there are plenty of folks that love that. So those would probably be the two that are most recognizable and frankly super available.
Yep.
Fish, good old fashioned white fish. Think of an oaky Chardonnay. I just think keep it simple. And again, some folks love Chardonnays and some are very particular on how it. So maybe the oaky is not your fashion.
I found that more people have strong feelings about Chardonnay than any other
I 100%
wine
agree.
That I've ever heard, like ever. Like
I know.
it's like that movie Sideways. I think that was the
Yes!
movie where they
Oh,
were
yeah.
like all about, it was all about the wine, but Chardonnay really is like the I'm gonna call it like the cilantro
It is.
of wine, because
I
cilantro
agree.
people either love it or hate it. I almost feel like if somebody says cilantro tastes like soap.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
and that
Okay.
has to do with the chemical breakdown,
Yes.
Right.
like in your saliva and your taste buds. But you're
Right.
right; it is very divisive.
Divisive, yes.
And so we chat, like you said, rosé. So rosé is great with chicken. As well, just so you know. If you like turkey burgers, you could totally toss a rosé in there. So, gosh.
Obviously, steak, red meat is probably a
Yeah.
little more geared toward
A little more
red.
toward your reds. So, a Pinot, I mean, obviously you can go, all of these, you could go 6 levels deep on the dialogue about the cab. There are, I love a blend in the summer, particularly
Yes.
with barbecue.
Yes.
And if you look at your blends and you see, maybe it's a Syrah Pinot kind of blend, that's going to be great with some hamburgers.
I would say give blends a try. People
Yes.
do get very not stuck, but they're like, they know what they like. And I would, wines shouldn't be, you can get a really good wine for $12-15
Yeah.
so easily. So give a blend a try, because if you want things a little lighter, having a Pinot can be light. You can be heavy Pinots and light Pinots,
Yeah.
but if you get a blend, normally I feel like it's going to be a little lighter than say a full-bodied cab.
Yeah, I would agree with that
Yeah.
most of the time. And I don't want to forget about, I actually love Red Zen.
Oh, yeah.
And one of our dear friends turned me on to that.
Old vine. I think she.
Yeah. Well,
she
so
tried-
that I found on a business trip,
Oh,
believe it or
okay.
not. So St. Francis Winery I found on a business trip, but I would never have opened my palate to Zen's had it happens to be the same person that was interested in those Spanx review.
Oh.
So had she not shared that. So Zen is great with pork. So think pork chops and just, I don't know, if you take some ground pork and you make some meatballs with it, that sounds phenomenal. Or stuff your peppers with some ground pork.
Ooh, that sounds
That's
good.
always
Really
delicious.
good.
Go try that Red Zen. So those are just a handful of ideas.
love it. I love it.
That I
It's
kind of
really good.
go with.
What are
Very
your
good,
thoughts
very good.
on wines?
I'm not a huge wine drinker. I like to have one glass. I do not like white.
At
Pepper.
all. Okay.
I like
Too
the
acidic
red.
for you, maybe, or what is it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I just,
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Always-
I just don't like
yeah.
it. I do like the Shiraz of Merlot,
Oh, okay.
and just even some different blends, like you were saying. But I don't drink enough of it to know any difference.
That's
really. But I
You
do
did
enjoy.
know that we had some wine here. It's that Bell Gloss telephones, Clark and Telephone, I think. It's the one with the wax. So for
Yes.
those of you that drink wine, it's the one
Yeah,
with the
I have
wax in the
I
bottom.
have to look at it because I have a bottle of that too at home.
Yeah.
And I
It
don't know if
is-
it's the same, but it's got.
I
that
would put
same
that
looking
up, and it's a
bottle.
little on the pricey side. I will say I would put that up against a what's that Fufu Silver Oak. I would put it up against any Pinot out there in the it's Bell Gloss, Clark and Telephone, I think, and the red wax on the bottle, $50.
Yeah.
So it is
Yeah,
on the
great.
pricier
Yeah.
side. It is. I mean,
That's
so
what-
you got to have a special occasion, in my opinion, to spend $50.
Yeah.
No more. I would not spend any more than that on. I just don't think
That.
it's there.
Okay.
Well, I did, but and then we can exit this. I know we have other things, but I did go. I was in Dallas. The weeks running together. Last week, right? Last week.
Yes.
And
We always have to look at each other because we tend to travel kind of the same, and we have to think about what cities we were in when we sent pictures to
when we
each
sent
other.
pictures.
Yeah.
So business trip. Stayed at the Thompson, by the way. If you have not stayed at the Thompson in downtown Dallas, it's phenomenal. It's super cute. I'm a Marriott human, but that's a Hyatt property, but stunning nonetheless. Went to 60 Vines, 60, but it's spelled out 60, and these guys literally sell any wine I think that you can think of by the glass, which is a
Oh my
phenomenal
gosh.
treat.
Wow.
So yeah, so as you know, if you love wine and you love wine with dinner, but not everybody's on the same, obviously you can still buy multiple bottles. Don't get me wrong, we do that all the time. But this sure simplifies that, and you can create your own tasting. So I found it
nice.
absolutely fun and spectacular. On the wine side, restaurant super loud for a business meeting, and the food was acceptable, but
Okay,
you
so
know,
really about the wine.
it was 100% about the wine. I did enjoy the food, don't get me wrong, but their wine was so elevated with the way that it was presented and the options that it kind of
Didn't match the
yeah.
offerings.
So anyhow, something cool to do in Dallas.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we did have summer business travel.
We do.
And,
That's right.
And
So it's a good segue.
So just super quick, only because where was I? Where did I go? I was on.
You were
I was in Fort Lauderdale. Sorry.
That's how we help each
So
other out.
the only thing I would say is if you are not and I know I might make some people mad. So for people that travel for business, the summer months are hell.
Oh, I bet.
And
That's gentle.
because you find people that don't travel, and that's completely okay, but maybe take hints from people that seem to know what they're doing, and maybe don't try to shove the very large suitcase above my head in a bin that's not going to
Never gonna
hold.
fit.
Because then it's gonna fall on my head, and I'm gonna get a headache, and then I'm gonna get mad, and then I might yell, and then I might get kicked off the plane.
Don't you wonder? So they're clearly not part of Gen X because we grew up playing Tetris. And you would
Yes.
100% understand how to fit something in there. Not that Gen X is all being, and I know you're the cusp of X and boom and whatnot. We're all super close in that. But we all know, like, that in geometry, I nearly failed. Let's be honest. That was the only class that struggled me. But
Give me all kinds of
yes,
obtruse.
yes. And
You'll
you
make
can,
it fit.
So it's
Clark, and I
always
can get
a
it
mess,
all.
and I literally sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna pretend like I'm taking a selfie and video this because how does one think something that's this diameter is gonna fit in this? It's it's not like sex. Sorry, Mama.
Good one.
I know, right? I mean, I had to go there. I had to help it, but that's literally what I think about when I see this.
Yes. It's not going to work.
It's not gonna work. That shit's not gonna fit.
I always said
my gosh.
that there should be, so if I had like to maybe redo my life over, I would market a repeated message. So for the people that travel all the time, we could probably both repeat the airplane message about put your seatbelt together, blah, blah, blah. I almost want to say like there should be something on repeat to help people understand what the protocol is on an airplane. And I'll say super quick because I know we're running a slow on time. Don't put your suitcase in row 10 if you're going to sit in row 1.
Please
because
don't.
at that point, you're going to have to wait until
The
10
whole
rows
plane.
of people.
No, the whole plane.
Or just be prepared to wait. Do not expect everybody to let you walk
Right.
backwards against traffic.
Two people did that,
Oh,
and
no.
not a good mood. This time I did not get tackled like I got tackled before when I tried to
Exit.
prevent somebody from getting to their bag in row 10. But, sort of just think about those things that it's not all about you.
Yeah.
So that's my own.
Well,
Yes.
so one of those that I watched happen. They didn't try and walk backwards. They wanted like a food chain line, like
somebody
like,
to get-
like you're caught in the riptide and you're holding hands. Just pass it up. 15 rows. I'm like.
Oh, no.
No, my bag's bad enough.
No.
If I pack what I can carry, your shit's heavy, and wait your turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Sorry, I get
okay.
passionate. There's a handful of things in life that stir me up.
No
Business travel
way.
is one of them.
That's when I was laying
As
in.
we all leave for tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, we are headed out. Were you laying by the pool?
Huh? Oh, no. Last
Oh.
night I was laying by the pool, relaxing, and a kid, a little girl, her ball rolled like from here just on the other side of you.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, and she's in the pool.
Oh. Can
She's
you
like,
get my ball?
Yeah. And I thought, okay, I'm going to do it one
time.
And after that,
We're not playing catch.
oh my gosh. I'm thinking, you're going to ask this old lady to get up out of it?
Do you know what it
You know what it takes to lay down?
I had to get up.
I'm telling you, girl.
And you're lucky I'm not on my stomach because that is a big move.
That is. And those chairs are not ergonomically correct.
No. I thought, I don't know. What street you live on?
Yeah. Let me see your pool card.
Yeah.
You belong here. All right, what's your?
Yes.
No,
Do you have any? We want to hear from some of your topics. I felt like
yes.
these were
Oh
all
no, I
ours.
wanted to know about the barbecue wine pairing because that's just, we're doing a whole lot of grilling. Lot of grilling.
So tell us this is not on the topic list, but you and Mr. are really, really good about grilling vegetables. Your vegetables that you grill are always very tasty. They're done right.
Well, you just do it on that basket.
You're gonna do it. That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah,
Are you
one of
using a
those-
basket?
yeah,
And
spray
you should
it.
probably link your basket, just so because I do think
Oh.
yours turn out good.
Oh, I
Yeah.
do too.
and
Your
I've been
basket's
through
really
two
good.
baskets that I don't like.
And you do a basket, spray it with Pam or whatever, and sweet potato fries in there. So if you get, and I don't grill.
Me either. I don't even know how to turn that thing on.
So if you just pass it, here's the meat, and now here's the vegetables, and here's
That's what I do.
and then there's no cooking.
Yeah, that's right.
She likes to grill. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't go.
I did ask Joe last month, like, hey, would you mind like showing me how to use this?
Yeah.
Why? Like, I think after 24 years, he was like, why do you want to learn how to do this?
Yeah. I mean, I can.
What are you thinking?
I can, but
I'm like, yeah, it's
Why?
why? Right. Laundry, vacuuming, and grilling. Not my things.
yeah, no. What do I do?
Tell the seasoning that you put on your vegetables.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know what it's called. What is that called? It's
Vegeta.
I don't even know what it. VEGT.
No, VEG.
VEG.
ATA?
ATA.
Got
No,
it?
that's not
No.
it. Sorry. We'll
Comes
switch
in
it
a
a
We'll
link.
link
Yeah,
it.
we'll
We'll
link
link
it.
it.
Comes in
I
a
only
bag.
I can't find it in any of the grocery stores. I always order it on Amazon, and for just a little bag or a little can of it, it's like $8, $9, maybe even 10 now. The last one, but it lasts you for a very long time,
does.
and you can put it on anything. But I put it on pretty much. If you don't want to get real fancy, just something quick
Yep.
and everything, and not, get all elaborate with, your vegetables and everything, just sprinkle a bunch of that on, and it's,
Call it good.
yeah,
it's
and
really-
it's so flavorful.
Yours
It is.
are
And I
really
got
good,
that
yeah.
original from you.
And I got it
Oh.
from my friend from
Yes.
Yugoslavia.
Oh, oh,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
okay,
Yes. Mhm.
okay.
Yes. So she turned me on to it. So.
Yeah.
Very,
Very good.
Vegata
It's-
with a V.
and it's in a
V-E.
blue can or blue
Bag.
bag. Either
Very
way.
blue.
Yes. Yes.
So I think
But
we've got
very
like
good.
maybe 5 or so minutes. Do we want to do a little Bravo chat?
Yeah, let's do. Let's
Okay.
end it with a good Bravo chat.
Oh gosh. Okay, so we've had.
I'm kind of glad it's over.
Oh my
Vander.
gosh.
I'm glad Scandal is.
Let down.
The,
Oh yeah. I mean, I thought it was fine.
Did you?
I like-
So the one thing about watching it on Peacock versus Bravo,
Yeah.
you get that extra minutes.
Yeah.
So did you see the where Raquel talks afterwards?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
that was
yes.
on Bravo.
Oh, that was on
Yes.
Bravo too.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't understand what the whole big like when we were supposed to wait for part 3, like what the
bombshell.
bombshell was. Other,
Right,
I
right.
guess it was Raquel saying,
Yeah.
he made her keep a secret. Whatever. Get
And
over
it
it.
started
Earlier than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm kind of glad we're past that. Lisa Vanderpump has her new thing on Hulu, which is
Yeah.
a little bizarre to me that it's on
Yes.
Hulu versus
Uh-huh.
Bravo
Interesting.
Peacock.
What is
Right.
it?
Her French villa, a day, kind of a
that's
day in the
right.
life of or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you guys watched the New Jersey reunion? I know neither of you are big fans of Jersey, but
I do not
No.
watch Jersey.
holy moly, talk about this just needs to be taken offline and they need to be put into a room with a therapist. Poor Andy lost his, I think, not in a bad way, but yelled. I mean, it was so disrespectful to the process and to the reunion. I'm sure if they were there for 10 hours and they got an hour out of it, the amount they had to cut for the screaming nonsense.
Yes.
It was just
So
disappointing.
do you think it's for show, or do you think it's truly they despise each other that
I
much?
think I think Teresa and Melissa truly do not like each other.
I don't think they've ever really liked each other.
I think
ever.
Teresa is 100% stardom, struck.
Yeah.
But I do think that Louis dude has has a creep piece to him, yeah. So
OC? First,
I
what-
liked it.
I did
I thought
too.
it was good.
I think that without, I'm just going to say this, I think without Tamra, it would have been boring.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because,
What about Shannon and David?
I heard.
Do you think that's fake news? I think.
Oh no!
or- I know they
Well,
posted the picture,
They posted
but
it together
yeah,
and everything.
Yeah,
But as far as anything going on between them, no.
I agree.
No.
Okay, that's what I think
He's
too.
trying to stick it to,
the
Leslie.
the one that's got
Or what-
they got restraining orders against each other.
Now
The one
they
who's
do.
getting divorced.
Yes, yes, they have restraining order. The divorce was filed. David filed again before that picture.
Yeah. Okay.
After the picture, they did the restraining orders
Got it.
against each other.
Okay. Okay.
But nothing's going on as
Yeah.
far as between David and Shannon.
No. Okay. That's what I was thinking.
I mean,
but
that's
okay.
what Tamara was saying.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah, I agree.
I just remembered we meant to talk about this for 2 times and we
Oh, what?
forgot.
What?
The meal planning. We
Oh,
had
gosh.
a listener.
Okay, we will.
We
We
had a
do.
listener
Okay.
that talked about meal
Yes.
planning, so I put it on the teaser out there. I'm sorry, friend, that we have not talked about meal planning, but hopefully
Yeah.
you can plan your meals around.
I hope you're not starving.
Charcuterie board. So we will hit that.
We will do that,
Yeah,
and maybe
do
we'll
that.
toss out some links to some favorite.
Yeah, we
No,
got
because
spices.
I do have some.
I've
meal
got some
planning
stuff ready too
Yeah.
because I do that. Yeah,
I don't, so these 2 will have to carry the show with meal planning. I don't like leftovers.
I know.
I feel like those are leftovers.
And I am a garbage disposal.
I will eat what is cooked. Period. And yes.
Whatever's
yes.
in there, I will.
Yeah.
I'll
And I
eat.
want everybody to comment on my beautiful charcuterie board
Yes.
on the
Ma-
paper plate whenever you see it.
Mary's
my
gonna post
gosh.
that picture, and then I'll share my grazing table from the beauty day. That,
Oh, yes.
So you can have
Yes.
a cheese plate and a charcuterie board.
That's right. That's right.
From one extreme
Yeah.
to another.
Super fun.
But they're both enjoyable.
Yeah.
So let's give
Okay. So
the
thank you all
yes.
for listening again.
Yes.
Really appreciate it. Please, please, please do comment. Send your emails to talkingthreesome@gmail.com. On Instagram, you can listen to us or even do your comments, and that is just Talking Threesome. This is all with the number 3. Just Talking Threesome, all one word on
Yes,
that.
all
And
one.
then Facebook, we have a Facebook page and a Facebook group, Talking Space Threesome on those.
But not an underscore, just a space.
Just
So-
a space.
But remember, it's 3, the number 3.
Always 3.
Yeah.
But please do. We get we get a lot of emails and comments, and we love to see them.
Yes.
And we will talk, and especially for you starving people who are waiting for the meal planning. We will get to that. We will get to
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll have some more summer tips next time. And again, thank you all. We love doing this. We hope you find it a little bit informational, enjoyable, and I hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoy seeing each other.
Yes.
So bye. Talk
Bye.
soon.
Thank you.
You got it, Mary? Yeah. I want to see.